Hello, you've reached Philip Ward. I just want to thank you for giving me a call and being a part of this project. Feel free to say whatever you'd like. Thanks.
I already called this number once. But I feel like I should update. Just for shits and giggles. I really am alone this time. I said it last time and I felt alone even though there were lots of people around me, and I still feel the same way. And now my girlfriend's gone. Kinda. It's complicated. But I really am alone this time. And I don't think I'm much better. Still just about as depressed as ever. But I think part of me is coming to terms with being alone. Not in a bad, I'm a loner forever and I'm just gonna accept that kind of way, but in a way that some people aren't ready to handle necessarily what's wrong with me, and I can't make them ready. And it's unfair for me to put that onto them. And there will be people in my life who come, stay for a bit, and have to go. And if we're meant to be together for longer, they'll come back. One way or another. So like I said, I think I'm coming to terms with being alone. I don't like it much, but, I can enjoy the little things. And nothing ever stays the same for too long, I guess. So, we'll see what happens in the future.
It was a 5-year relationship, and we broke it off, and everything was going well. Things kind of picked back up as they used to when something broke. She texted again. We broke no contact. Now it feels like she's so close yet so far. I just don't know what to do about it.
Me and my girlfriend broke up, or my ex, I should say, a couple days ago. And we were going through it, and it really sucks because I still have an immense amount of love in my heart for this girl. And we were together for a long time, but we never really did too much. Like, I know it sounds like a little stupid, but like, we were together for a year, but we never kissed or anything because I heard that she wasn't ready and I didn't want to do anything to make her comfortable. And so I didn't really need to do any of that stuff. But like, 'cause I didn't really care about it. I just wanted to be happy with her. And now she's gone. And like, she kind of, we were like, it was a weird time for us. And we weren't talking for a bit. And so I texted her and asked if we could talk. And when we did, I tried to fight for it a little bit. I asked, she wanted me to wait for her. She said no. Now we're gone. And she just seems so unbothered. Now we're not together. And that after that talk, she went to go hang out with her friends while I just cried and cried and cried. I went to a beach and I cried. I went home and I cried, and it was bad. And she's, I don't even know how to move on, how to like, 'cause everything just reminds me of her, even stuff that has nothing to do with her. Like, I could look at anything and connect it back to her in one way or another, and it just, like, a year ago today, literally a year ago today, we were the best we've ever been, and now we're broken up, and because all we had to do was just lock in, and we could, if both of us just swallowed our pride, we'd still be together. And I know she's kind of okay with this, but I'm not, and it really, really sucks, because she was just so perfect to me and everything, and now she's gone, and I gotta be okay with that. Yeah. Thank you for listening.
I've been feeling really lost in everything, in my future and in the present and about the past, and everything around me has just been kind of, not falling apart, but almost falling apart, teetering on the edge of falling apart, and it's really draining, and it's really terrifying, and I hope I don't get lost in the sea of voicemails, but, I want to tell myself in the future that if I ever see this, everything will be okay, and I will be okay, and I will make it in my future, and everything will be okay, and to whoever is going to be watching this, if this does get posted, everything will be okay, Thank you.
Hi, Phil. I want to say thank you again for starting this project. I've only called this the second time calling, but it's good to say things into you, I think, sometimes. Yeah. Right now, so today's the, 1 month anniversary of me and my long-term girlfriend breaking up. Things have been bad for a while, but, I'm glad we broke up, but I just got sad today because I was filling out forms and asked about my emergency contact. And that just hurt. I guess I can put my mom. But yeah, I don't know, just little shit like that. And I feel dumb for reminding me and making me cry. But yeah, God. I don't know. I'm gonna be okay. But yeah, I don't know. Something about that maybe just hit today. And that sucked. Bye.
It's your kid. I do not know if you will ever hear this. I don't know. What sites you're on, honestly. Because I don't think we ever really talked about it. I've tried to block you on just about everything that I could. I finally came to the realization that you're not ever gonna get better, and that we are never going to have the kind of bond that that I see so many other people have with their parents. Especially not the ones that I've seen are actual working and sustainable. It's been a long couple years since I've been out, and I thought at maybe the start that once I got out, stuff would get better and we could actually, I guess, have a working relationship, but I see that's not going to happen, and I know that it's useless to hope for more when it's always been hopeless. You've never supported me. You've never hoped that I could have anything good. I remember I got with my partner, my now fiance, 6 years ago, and the first thing he said to me was that I'd ruin it and that I wouldn't have people in my corner, that I'd fuck it up somehow, like I always did. And I remember that I took those words in then, and I lived for so long to spite that. And I have one of the best relationships that I have ever had. I have the best relationship, strongest bond with this person, and you still can't stand to see it. I remember a couple weeks ago I went over to your house, and it was just to help with something, my siblings, and you just...
Hey, you know, I dated this girl for over a year. She was the love of my life. And then one night at a party, I made the biggest mistake of my life and kissed another girl. We broke up the next day. I'll never forget the last time I saw her. She gave me my stuff and drove away around the corner. And the last memory I'm ever going to have of her is the look of betrayal in her eyes right before she drove away.
Hey, I'm calling this number because I really want to call Lauren, but I can't. She's made it very clear that she doesn't want to hear from me again. And I just think that I think there's so many things that I want to tell her all the time. I want to tell her that I got a promotion at work. I want to tell her that I'm finishing college. I just want to tell her that everything that I wanted to have with her, I wanted to celebrate with her. It's happening. It's happening without her, unfortunately. I know she doesn't want to be in my life anymore, but she's always going to be in my life. She's always going to be in my life because I think about her all the time. I think about her when I'm sleeping. I think about her when I'm walking to work. I think about her when I'm laying down. I think about her when I'm cooking dinner and when I'm watching TV and when I'm just sitting there thinking about nothing. She's always in my mind. I miss you, Lauren. I still have a memory. I still have a picture of you in my head so clear that I see it when my eyes are open. I love you. I wish I could tell you that I love you. I wish that you didn't hate me. And now I have to go. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm going to keep this anonymous, but I'm from Wisconsin, and just this year has been like just wild, like a lot of bad stuff, but also a lot of good stuff. And I feel like right now I'm in a state of like repair, and it feels slow, but like in a good way, if that makes sense. And it's a lot of joy in rebuilding myself and the things around me and finding joy in stuff. It's really cool. And I thought about writing down some stuff to say, but felt like it would be more organic if I just, kind of ramble, which is kind of what I do anyway. But I finished wrapping some Christmas presents for loved ones today, and that was really fun to do. Really fun to make them as well. I love making gifts because I love putting extra effort into stuff that I know people will appreciate. I hope you get a lot of calls for this. This sounds like a really cool project. And yeah, I'm really happy to be a part of it. So have a wonderful holiday season and Happy New Year.
Anyway, I was a teenager. Too old to have done or said the things that I did. And now I'm in my 20s. And it's weird. I still carry her around with me. And it sucks because I love my friends so much. Even the ones that I hurt. Especially the ones that I hurt. I love them so much and I want good things to happen to them, but I keep getting in this mood where I can't quite convince myself that me being around them can be a good thing. No matter how much I change or grow. No matter how much they try to convince me otherwise. That doesn't make me feel any better. I hope you got a lot of nice voicemails. Promotions, marriage proposals, good news, firstborns. Yeah, I hope you got a lot of good news. Bye.
Hey, Phil. I'm not actually American. I'm calling outside of America. I live in Europe. I saw what you were doing on TikTok. So it was a good idea. There are some relatable things there. I just hope I pull my shit together. I want to make my mom proud. I have no friends left. I don't even know why I do this. Push them away. Fucking hard, man. I just don't know what's wrong. Inside my house, I have one character. I go out, I have another character. Pretend to be happy, but I can barely sleep. I need to be on staff all the time to get myself, to clear my mind. I don't like my job, I don't like my life. Fuck, man. Anyway, Phil, I hope you're doing okay. Love you, man.
Hi, Philip. I've called here quite a few times. Sometimes I'm doing better, sometimes I'm doing worse. Today I don't know how I'm doing. Pretty numb, actually. Last night was the first night in a while that I didn't cry myself to sleep. And, I don't know how to feel about that. I realized earlier that, I'm finally starting to heal from things in my past. Back in 2020, I lost my best friend over a really stupid situation. I told myself I could never have a best friend again. I could have close friends, but never a best friend again. And in April, I realized I was finally comfortable saying that I had a best friend again. I was finally able to put that trust in someone again. And I don't know how to feel about that. I'm scared that I'm healing. And I know it should be a good thing in my head that I'm getting better. But I'm scared. I'm alone and I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm healing somehow. I don't get it. I'm afraid. I'm scared to turn out the lights. I've had to have a night light since I was like 2, and I'm still like that. So in some ways I'm still just a scared little kid, but at the same time I'm getting better and I don't know what to think. I'm scared.
She saw me for who I was. She saw me for who I was. She still decided to leave me.
Hey Philip, I think your project is really cool. So I don't really have anyone to talk to about this. I just met this girl. She's perfect. She has her head on straight. She's smart and beautiful. And then there's me. I have all these issues. I mean, don't we all? But I fall so fast, and I've been diagnosed with BPD, possibly bipolar, depression, and PTSD, and I feel like I'm gonna fuck everything up, and I have addiction issues. I have so much shit I need to work on, and I'm just afraid for her to like see all of that, because it's like as soon as someone that I like sees all of my issues, it's like it never works out. I really need to get a therapist. I've been struggling with kratom. I got off of hard drugs. You know, I was homeless for a long time, and I finally got my shit together after years and years of trying, and I do have my head on straight now, but I know that when it comes to relationships, that sometimes I feel like it's hopeless. Like I should just give up. And I feel good when I'm not in a relationship. Like I don't feel good, but I feel like I'm healthy and that I can do it. And then, but once I start to talk to someone It's like I get triggered and it scares me and then I just fuck everything up. But thank you for listening.
Hi. I just saw your TikTok. I thought it was really cool. I just wanted to come on here and say that I am finalizing my divorce from my husband of a year and a half, December 11th last year. It's been a hard journey. I've learned a lot about myself and my worth and the value that I have. I wouldn't like this to be posted just because it is personal and I don't want him finding it out on TikTok. But I just wanted to come on here and say that I did it. I made it through, and I know that I'm going to find love again. Sorry, that's my cat in the background. But thank you for doing this project. You're awesome. Okay, bye.
Well, this is my first time calling, but I guess all I really want to say is that I've come to this, I don't want to say it's a realization, but probably not, that I am the temporary friend. Every person seems to have, like, that one guy who everyone knows, but no one really is, like, close with. I can only really keep relationships, 2-3 years max, before I do something or somebody else does something to fuck it up. I don't know how this happens. I don't know why it happens. But I'm not really close with anyone. And it just kind of messes my head to a point where I don't know, I can't go like 100% trust anybody. And yet, for some reason, I want everybody to trust me. I can't wrap my own head around it. And this is honestly weird as hell. And hurts like hell too. Makes me question whether I'm actually there because people like me, or if I'm just useful. It just fucking hurts. It hurts a lot.
Been a year since I wished on a star, and I can't take that wish back. And I wish I could, because it came true. I wish that I would find love again, and I did through you. But then you broke me. There hasn't been a single day that I haven't thought about you, that I don't miss you. But you hurt me so bad, in so many ways. I'll never be the same.
Hey, I've been thinking, what would I say to you if I could say anything right now? And truly there's a lot that I want to say. Then again, I don't want to say anything at all, because me saying stuff has never helped before. Hasn't brought you back to me. Hasn't made you choose me. But just know that pretty numb. most days. Avoiding my feelings, trying not to feel anything at all because I don't want to feel anything. Unfortunately, I wish I had the balls to want to feel things. Maybe it would make this process easier, but I like to not feel things. I've been cleaning out the house, trying to get rid of anything that reminds me of you. It's pretty fucking hard though. And literally everything reminds me of you. Here, outside, can't even look at the sunset without thinking of you. You know, the moon, flowers, butterflies. Was going through some of our old notes that I'm trying to make myself throw away, and you really were in love with me, huh? I'm just reading my notes too, and I was pretty in love with you too, so I'm not really sure where we went wrong, and I think that's why I'm just so confused and why I feel like this constantly. But anyway, the last few years weren't great between us. I think too much happened in those years for us to ever get back together. Maybe if I would have left you alone right after everything initially happened, we would have had a chance. But maybe it's too late now. I'm sorry that I never loved you enough, I guess, or maybe you just couldn't see it. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry. And if I could fix that to bring you back, then I would. But anyways, I hope you're happy. I hope that you're doing okay. You're taking care of yourself, wearing your seatbelt. I've been better, but I know that I will get better one day. I think you're gonna leave soon. So just take care of yourself.
I feel so lost, and I keep being told that it will get better. And I know that it will get better. Like, there's a part of me that knows that. But I just can't really imagine how. Because I think it was already as good as it could have been. And now it's collapsed. And now I'm really lost.
Hi Philip. I'm calling from the UK, which is a bit weird. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but fuck it. It's weird to think that you can have everything in the world. You know, I'm 21, I've done well for myself, I've got a good career, I've got fucking money, but that doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, if you have no one to celebrate that with, you have no one to celebrate your life with, then it doesn't matter. And not having any friends or a partner around or anything, it sucks. And you don't really... Oh wow, apparently my balance is low. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to think that, I don't know. I've got nothing to celebrate life with, no one to celebrate life with. I'm just kind of a solo rider. It stinks. So, yeah. Anyway, hello Instagram.
So, it's very hard to be in a community without actually being in person. Since graduating college, I've tried to keep in contact with all the people I know. It's just not working. not working anymore. Obviously, there's a couple. There's a 3, maybe 4, 5 people that will pick up the phone every second or third call. But for the most part, whenever I call, it just goes to voicemail. And I'm a big caller, by the way. I do not like to text. Call it ADHD if you want, but I'll put off a conversation via text for days. 'Cause I don't think it's actual conversation. I just think it's kind of relaying information. There's no meaning in it. I don't know. It's just I just tried to call like 3 people just now, and no one picked up. And no one probably is gonna pick up anymore. I've been out of the game for a little bit. I graduated before everyone else. I kind of, I don't know, isolated myself a little bit up in my parents' house and just kind of chilling. Not really, but I've been studying for my MCAT and getting applications ready and things like that. But it's just, I have no motivation. I have no support, it seems like. And I don't know how that's going to change. It's already changing me. So, thanks, Philip, for being the only one that kind of picks up. Not really. Okay, bye.
Man, it's pretty late at night right now. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about life at the moment. And I'd like to say I've come a long way. I've come a long way. But there's a lot going on. I don't know how to say it. But I'm glad that I've been able to go this far without giving up. That's all I have. Thank you.
Hey, Philip. You're a fucking king. You're a gent for making this. I think it's hella dope. With that being said, I wanted to share a little story that happened to me recently. So, for my job, I can't have facial piercings, and I have a septum ring and a nose ring. Basic of them all. Gotta love it. Anyways, I had pick out the piercing and attempt to put in a clear one. It did not work out, and so I immediately panicked, and I was like, I need to get my nose ring back in. With that being said, it was not going back in. I maybe stabbed my nose about 15 times. And this piercing wasn't just a piercing. I got this piercing with my mom, and it's been about 2 years since she's passed away. And so I was, like I said, breaking down, and then, like I said, it wasn't the piercing, it was the fact that I got it with my mom. This is something we did together, and, you know, she was a regular mom. She was a cool mom, you know? And again, I finally reached out to God, and I said, God, please put this ring in my nose. More than just, you know, a little nice base accessory. It means a lot to me, and always makes me think of my mom. And after I said that little prayer, it went right in. So for those non-believers out there, He's real, and you never know when you'll have that one-on-one interaction that'll just completely shock you, and you know it was all because of Him. But hope life's treating you well, Phil. Hope everyone else life's treating you dandy. But yeah, figured I'd share my little mini story. I'm gonna shut up now.
I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just want to connect with someone. And I don't know why it's so hard. I just wish I was better.
Hey, I just want to say I really love the fact that you're doing this because it gives people a place to say what they need to say when no one else is willing to listen. I don't know. A lot has been going on recently, and I don't feel like I have the right to complain, but I lost it. I don't know. I can't figure out what even this is that I'm feeling, and it's absolutely terrifying. But I just miss it. I miss everything.
This is for all the hopeless romantics out there. Love isn't purely romantical. It's so many things that can't be explained. You can't read it in a book. You can't see it on a program. If you love someone with your whole heart, and I mean every single part of it, that'll be more fulfilling than rushing something. Because there's somebody out there for you. You might not know it now or later, but you'll run into them, and you'll love them like you've never loved anyone before. So don't get discouraged. When you fall, don't stay down. Your heart is always searching for someone, and I promise you one day they're gonna find them.
What up, Phil? Got off work and doing your TikToks. I haven't really talked to anybody all day today. Working on a fishing boat, so I don't really talk to anybody on there. But hold on, man. I feel like talking to somebody today. Hey, what's up? Are we having a good night?
I feel like I call every day, or at least every other day, and that's just because I have a lot to say to somebody that blocks me at their own leisure and then unblocks me to talk to me and then blocks me again afterwards. I spent an entire almost 4 years in a relationship with this person, and I had to fight with them to block their exes and to block people that wasn't giving them what they needed in life. And he just blocks me like that. And I haven't even done anything but wish him the best. So, I mean, I guess that shows that he either loved me a lot or he never really did it all. And I think he never really did it all because he walked away not one time, but twice in a year.
So I think it's better to just let the dead stay dead.
Hey, Philip. You know, I lost everything to a house fire. I lost my daughter's ashes and my cat, and I lost everything to a house fire. And tonight, I had a pool party with all of my closest friends, and it's crazy how alcohol, like, kind of just makes a difference with things. Like, it made me not think about the shit I was going through. And I'm glad everybody was able to come and support me. And I think I'm going to actually sleep good tonight because I had everybody here with me tonight. And tomorrow's going to be a great day. I don't know. Thank you for doing this project. I had to let it out. I'm thankful for my friends. Regardless of the things I lost, that hurts, but I have great friends and I live in a great community. I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.
Oh, sorry about that. It cut off. But yeah, it just feels like I'm stepping on some like floorboards with pressure plates underneath them, and one wrong step and the whole place explodes. That's how it feels talking to him about how I feel. And I know it shouldn't be this way. And overall, our relationship is really healthy. But I can't be assertive with him before I feel bad. I start to feel bad when I stand my ground. Because I know he's trying, but I know he's not perfect. Neither am I. No one's perfect. But I feel like I have to ask for affection and some understanding sometimes. Yeah. It just feels like I need to ask for everything, and I shouldn't have to, but I just feel like shit for asking, because I know he's not good on hints. I get that. Not everyone's good on hints. But this is like a whole new level of I don't understand shit, and it makes me feel like, oh, what am I even doing? I'm like wasting my time here. But I love him, which is why I've stayed. I've stayed because I love him. I love him so much. And I'd do anything to be with him, but I just want him to change sometimes. Thanks for listening.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this